Why hello everyone. Hopefully this doesn't sound too terrible. I've had to leave this uncharged because I never charge my mics. Usual business. But anyways, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I've done a little video. I believe it was about mid-January was the last time that I did a video. Oh fuck. But I thought I would do a little catch up on what's been going on with us. As I say, it's been about mid-January since the last video we've done, and it's currently the 4th of March today. And we have actually been rather busy, good old Brody and I. Personally, I've been pretty busy. I have moved house in that time. I have been to France in that time. I have been extremely ill for a week in that time. But as things have gone on, the business has kind of been booming, to be honest. Obviously, we had that storm that passed through. Storm Elwyn. I don't know. We should really name storms and number sequences like this is Storm 732. But hey, what the hell do I know? But yeah, it's been a pretty crazy winter so far. I've not really been filming much just because it has been so crazy. Been busy in my personal life, and I don't know, I just like, sometimes I go through phases where I just don't really feel like filming that much, or I'm like, the jobs are kind of boring, or I don't know, but I think I might do more stuff like this where a voiceover catches up and then occasionally do some videos here and there. This year I would very much like to start doing more content if I can, but it's just difficult fitting it in, as you can imagine, especially if you run a business. You'll know how busy you are. And whenever you have free time, the last thing you kind of want to be doing is sitting editing videos, to be honest. But as I've said before, I really do like making them. And I think it's a worthwhile venture in the end. So I will continue to make them. I'm going to try get better at doing that and develop more of a schedule around it. But basically catching up about what we've been doing the last kind of few months over the course of the winter time, we've just been kind of landscaping for the most part, doing some cutting back, but mostly kind of fencing, some tree work, regular stuff. We done a big massive commercial clearance job for one of our commercial customers. It's been insanely busy, to be honest. I was when it hit kind of September, October time, I was saying that to Brody. I was like, my main goal for the winter time, as long as I can pay your wages, I'll be pretty damn happy. Because like the previous winter, I wasn't like had nothing on, but like I really wasn't that busy. I was off more often than I was working basically, and I was kind of bleeding money. But then this winter, I was going into it like, oh yeah, hopefully I can just pay your wages, and that'll be pretty sweet to me. But we've pretty much been working full-time hours through the entire winter, and it's been amazing, you know, like no complaints here. I wouldn't have minded maybe a bit more downtime, but at the same time, bills need paid, things need to keep pushing forward. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. I couldn't really ask for a better situation, to be honest. But yeah, it's been pretty hectic. I'm pretty fortunate to be in the position I'm in because as I say, I was just in France there skiing in February, and like I've never had a holiday in February. Like I just never had the money for that, especially the last few years. And whilst I was away, Brody picked up the slack for me, and he was out working every day, still bringing in money whilst I'm away on holiday. And it's just like, I can't believe I'm in that position where I've got someone I trust a lot, able to crack on, and I can have a bit of downtime without bleeding money, worrying about things. It's just, yeah, super, super fortunate position to be in. Recently as well, I've kind of been in a bit of a slump with the whole business thing. Maybe because I've had more free time, I'm getting a taste of like, you know, just having a bit more money to me and being able to do more things with my friends, my family. I've could be kind of that, or I'm just kind of, I just get in those phases of just really not being bothered doing this whole business stuff. You know, it's times like this when I wonder what the fuck am I doing with my life, really. You know, messaging people, pricing jobs, like everything's up to me. Like I think I just get a bit exhausted sometimes, which, you know, as you can imagine is kind of a fair thing to run into. But the thing is, when you run a business, you can't really stick around in that frame of mind for too long, or, you know, things go tits up pretty quickly. But hey, could be worse, I guess. Thankfully, I don't usually stay around that frame of mind usually kind of just lasts a few days, maybe a week or so, where I just can't really be bothered and things. But yeah, it just always sucks when it does happen because I'm not a bottomless pit of motivation that can just keep going, keep doing jobs, keep working physical work, keep scheduling everything. Like my whole life is basically scheduled. I schedule in free time with people just to make sure I can see my friends, make sure I spend time with family and things like that. I purposely have to schedule that in, otherwise I just won't do it, and then your relationships go tits up. And like doesn't matter how much money you make, it's kind of like pointless really in the end. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if any of you guys get into long slumps, how long your slumps last when you're doing this kind of stuff. But I had a bad slump last week. It was just raining like crazy, like really crappy jobs on, and just a couple things going wrong. But then all it took was last Thursday. We were around doing a landscaping project in Kilcreggan. It was one where we done a lot of ground prep, a lot of clearing up with the digger. We had Ferguson from AG Landscapes, and that was the project. And we got there on the Thursday last week, and we were just bedding in some natural stone edging, and it was just a beautiful day. Like I had my speaker there, I was blasting the tunes, and I was like, just instantly remembered why I do all this. I was like, this is just sick. Like we got the speaker going, Brody's in the mixer. I'm just bedding in the mix, putting some stones in, beautiful sunshine, like a proper spring feeling. And I was like, oh, this, I wouldn't be anywhere else right now. It was just amazing, amazing. So yeah, you just need one day. You just need one day to remind you why you do everything that you do and why you put yourself through all this bollocks, basically. But overall, generally, things have been pretty great with the business. As I say, I'm super fortunate to have Brody, and now we're almost in spring. Like it's, as I say, the 4th of March. Like we're starting grass cutting in a few weeks' time, which is just insane. I just cannot believe how fast that winter went. Like my last few winters have like really dragged, just been bored and not much going on. But my God, that was a quick winter. And it's been pretty good weather. It's been pretty damn good weather. Me and Brody were saying that. Yeah, it rains. Wah. It's Scotland, like what you bloody expecting. But it's not rained that much and it's not been that cold, really. Like right now, like the last few days we've been working, it's been 11 degrees. Hey, look at this. Fucking end of February. Sometimes it snows this time of year. And I got the t-shirt off. I'm sweating my balls off. So yeah, I don't know. It's just been super good. So I'm always trying to remember, be grateful, remind myself of all the good things that come with doing all this stuff. As I say, it does get a bit overwhelming at times, especially soon because I'm just about to get in contact with all my regular customers, which is like 80 to 100 people. And then you need to message all them. And as soon as you message them, that's when they come back and be like, oh, Connor, I've been reminded that you exist. Can you please also clean up the garden, cut this back and power wash this? And rather than you just starting your grass cutting run, you've got hundreds of jobs on. And I was going back and forth with the Brody with what I was going to do this year. I don't know whether to expand or just kind of take it easy because realistically, I'm 24 years old and I got a lot of working years ahead of me. And yeah, I could grow my business this year. I could get another van on the road. I could hire one or two more people. But like, do I want to do that? Like, things are pretty good right now. I enjoy what I do quite a lot. I've found a lot of joy in what I've done in the last kind of year or so with Brody joining. And I just don't like leveling up. Yeah, more money, blah, blah, blah. But like, there's just so much more that comes with it. And my role has to change again. And I don't know. I think it will just be a case of starting the grass cutting season, getting back to the regular work, and just seeing what I do with that. Like how much work I'm betting tossed. If I'm knocking back like so much work and even jobs that I really want, then I might just hire someone new as well. But I don't know. I think I don't really have a clear cut path. A lot of people like maybe say you should have goals and a clear cut path, but I don't really like doing it that way. I'll just kind of take it as it comes. I always want to keep as good a balance as I can with my personal life because I'm in a good position now where I can keep that balance if I want to. I don't need to take on all this work. I can just knock things back, but I don't like knocking back opportunity. It feels weird. It does feel like I'm losing money, even though you're not really losing money. You're just not really getting the job or whatever. But we'll see how we get on. I think I will have someone part-time working with me. I got a couple friends of mine. They're needing some extra money and they'll probably join us some days, especially on our heavy grass cutting days, because that's where you want folk out with you. But We'll just see how we get on. Another big revelation is I'm probably going to be VAT registered in the next month, which is not scaring me, but it's just like another thing that has to get done. The government sees you and they're just like, oh, your business is doing well. Oh, you're making like this amount of money. We're just going to take 20% of your money like straight away. Oh, tax. Yeah, you still have to pay that as well. But it's just kind of crazy to me. Like, I feel like the VAT threshold should be like a fair chunk higher than what it is. Because like, I'm still not like made of money, and like to immediately go and tell all your customers that you need to chuck on 20%. Like, I don't know. It's just left a bit of a bad taste in my mouth, to be honest. But that's the country we live in, and it's the problems I'm going to have to deal with. So I was hoping to avoid it this year, as I say, just keep it me and Brody. But I'm basically right on the threshold, and like you like the business is only gonna grow, and you're gonna buy more tools to make you more efficient, to make more money every day, and I'm just gonna end up bumping over it. So I'm just gonna bite the bullet, get it done, and it is what it is. It sucks, but is what it is. So that's probably going to be happening in the next month, just before the season starts, just so I can make sure my prices are all adjusted. And when I get in touch with people, I can adjust the costs of like a lot of the cuts that I'm doing. Some cuts I don't mind taking a little hit on with the 20%, because like I feel like I'm already making quite a lot on that cut. I maybe like overpriced it and they took it on, and I feel a bit bad, so I don't mind taking like a little hit here or there. But most of my cuts I'm gonna have to add on that 20%. It's just life. I might lose a few folk, but as I say, I think the growth of the business, I'm going to get a lot of inquiries this year, and then I can immediately just assume that like put on the 20% and people can take it or leave it. So is life, you know. But as I say, it is also the 4th of March. In a few weeks' time, I'll be buying my new mower, new strimmer. Likely going to try the WeBang 77. I think it's just like the best suited fit for what we have, the gardens we have, the places we go, the finish I want to get, all the various options it has. And I'll probably be buying a new strimmer as well, upgraded still strimmer. My still strimmer that I've got, the handlebar one, super good, love it. But I just want one that's more powerful, and I need a new one. Like there's probably a couple thousand hours on the strimmer that I have right now, so I'd rather just keep that as a spare, or like if I've got two guys out in the strimmer, blah blah blah, you know. So yeah, lots going on, lots going on. So it's been an amazing winter for the most part, great weather, lots of business coming in. I've been able to go on holidays. I've been fighting my wee winter blues and things like that here and there, but for the most part, I have a lot to be grateful for, and I'm pretty excited to get back into grass cutting season. I met up with a fellow friend of mine, Fraser from FGS in Glasgow. We went for dinner last week, and it's always nice to speak to people who are somewhat in the same position as you. Me and Fraser are in quite similar positions with where our businesses are at and kind of where we want to go and things. And it's just always good to talk. I think that's one of the best things about social media for someone like me. Even though I don't consume vast amounts of social media, yeah, I make videos and stuff, but I'm not really on social media that much. It's nice. The nice part of it is connecting with people online, and like the YouTube videos, people comment and things like that, because it just reminds you that you're not the only one with those types of problems, and you just tend to feel less sorry for yourself, because you can't feel sorry for yourself for too long. You just end up in a pit of misery and nothing gets done, and realistically that's not what you want. It's not the reason why you do the things you do. So you just need to get over yourself and fucking crack on. That's what it is. So it was nice seeing him, catching up, talking shit about business, life, and just yeah, sharing the burden of all my problems basically. So yeah, I'll probably leave the video at that, to be honest. Hopefully that was a good wee catch up, but we will try get better at putting out more videos and editing more and things. As I say, I'll just see how I get on. I love making them, but it is a burden to me at times, especially with the increase in capacity that's about to happen. I'm pricing jobs every night quite soon and things like that. So we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. But I appreciate you all watching. I always love reading the comments, replying to folk, and getting in touch with new people. It's crazy where just a conversation online can take you. Like, the opportunity is just everywhere for anyone who wants it, basically. You just have to fucking open your eyes and be proactive. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. As I say, we'll get some content out, especially with the grass cutting coming in. Get some nice sunny shots. I'm going to probably get a couple new cameras and things this year, so look forward to that, I guess, if you enjoy my content that much. God knows, it's probably just something where you're scrolling your dinner and you're like, fuck it, we'll just watch this guy's video. Who cares, really? So, yeah, thanks again. and we'll see you in the next one.